So video is an incredible tool. Every time, have I not got that mic up? Help me. This is going well. Hi guys, welcome to Feed Your Social Media Monster. My name's Richard Willett. I'm a media content manager for Success4.com, and in this episode we're going to talk about mind control.
You must obey at all times.
She's asleep. I did it with my mind. So why am I talking about mind control, other than the fact that the country and the world is run by lizards and half of Hollywood is under MK Ultra mind control?
Excuse me.
Everything you see on telly is about directing your point of view, controlling your consciousness, and subliminally sending you messages through the adverts, the TV programs, and the music that you see. So your video content will need to do the same. Video is an incredible tool. Every time you turn on the news, read a newspaper, watch a film, or even hear a piece of music, they're trying to convey the world and colour the world, so you will see it in the way in which they would like you to see it.
Monkeys, like humans, also turn out quite a bit of absolute junk.
So you have to do the same for your video content too. You need to show yourself in the way you would like them to remember you, convey your message, your point of view, and not all of it is overt. Some of it's covert, some of it's subconscious, some of it's in the music, it's in the colouring, it's in the titles, it's in the lighting, it's in the setting that you have. And we've covered some of this before. So you have to make sure that the underlying message is getting through, and a lot of that speaks to the subconscious. I recently saw an advert where a young lady, a very pretty young lady, so I was already hooked, was running through the woods, running away from something, and you didn't know what she was running away from. It didn't make any sense. So they just had her running through the woods, looking pretty and all afraid, all vulnerable. And she got to a clearing in the road, and then suddenly 4 cars surrounded her. So she just looked all pretty with 4 cars surrounding her in the middle of the woods. Camera spins around, she looks all frightened, she looks all worried.
This is my scared face.
And then suddenly one of the car's lights flipped up and drove forward a little bit. And basically then she smiled, as if to say, that's the car that I want. And it was a car advert. It was terrible. It didn't make any sense, really. It was a terrible advert. But what they were saying was, if you buy this car, it will make you more attractive to this woman. Therefore, you will feel better. So basically, what goes into the subconscious is not the advert, although I remember the advert because it was so bad. But what goes in was, that car makes you feel better. That car makes you feel better. Even the girl bit in the middle could have been anything, but that car makes you feel better. And that's what most advertising does. It's the feeling that it leaves you with. It's actually not about what's going on the screen. So when you watch most adverts, they don't make any sense, and they're not supposed to. They're just meant to elicit a feeling and a memory and an impulse within you.
Oh yes, absolutely.
So your film work and your advertising work and your series needs to bring out something in someone and convey that. So if you're trying to be funny and you're trying to make people feel more comfortable, which I think is a very, very good place to start on your YouTube channel, is to make people feel more comfortable with who you are. We'll do another episode about selling or teaching, but what are you trying to convey? What's the feeling that you're trying to get your audience to leave with? Is it comfort? Is it being excited? Is it being motivated? Is it feeling as if they're accepted? Is it feeling loved? Get the feeling right, and then you can subconsciously use everything else to point yourself towards that. So that's what that advert did. It basically just said, get this car, you will feel great.
You must obey at all times.
So in your videos you need to offer more than titillation. Great word, says tit in the middle. You'll always remember tit. You need to offer what I call POV. So you haven't seen the video before this, go back and see what POV stands for. Now, there are other things to consider as well. Consider the music that you have. That is incredibly powerful. Have you ever watched Star Wars with the sound turned down? It's awful. If they take the soundtrack off, it's not a very good film. Jaws basically survives on that theme. So your music is incredibly powerful. Remember the cutting. So when you cut back in, when you cut out, when you come back in, where the camera is pointing in conjunction to where you're sitting. So if I came in like this, If it hasn't gone out blurry, it would be a bit weirder. If I sat down like this, it'll be a bit weirder. But if I sit here, it's a little bit more comfortable. So take into account where the camera is, where the camera frame is, where you're cutting, the music that you have, the colouring. All of it is subconscious, and it's all making a feel. This is what an Instagram filter does. It just gives you, a lot of them hark back to that 70s nostalgic, it's a Polaroid look, because it brings that feel of nostalgia of a time when everything was safe and right, a time when you felt as if you were young again. So that's basically what that plays on. So guys, I hope this has been helpful. I don't know why I did that. So guys, remember to subscribe. This is How to Feed Your Social Media Monster. There's a new one of these every Monday and every Friday. I want to help you create innovative and creative content using what you have around you without breaking the bank. Let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed this video. Please share with your friends and remember to subscribe. Check out Covert Coaching from Success4.com. That's on YouTube every Sunday, and I will speak to you soon.